Today, I'm going to show you how to create 30 different Pinterest pins from just three pieces of content, whether that's 3 blog posts, 3 videos, whatever it is. You only need 3 in order to create a month's worth of Pinterest pins. It's a super simple strategy that can save you a ton of time and make it easier than ever to create content on Pinterest. Once you've got this down, you'll be able to write a blog post and know exactly how many Pinterest pins will come out of it. So let's get started. Hey, my name is Kayla and I help content creators create better content for better results. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get my latest uploads every week. I want to cut straight to the chase and give you the math and how this all works to create 30 Pinterest pins from just 3 pieces of content. Because the truth is, you really only have to have 3 pieces of content every month, whether that's social posts, videos, or blog posts, in order to start pinning on Pinterest. So 3 pieces of content can easily help you create 30 pins. Here's the math. You start with 3 pieces of content, video, blog posts, and then you develop 2 headlines. These headlines are going to be text on your actual pin designs. Then you're going to have 5 different pin design templates that you're going to insert those headlines onto. Those pin designs should look different, and once you add everything together, 3 blog posts times 2 headlines times 5 different Pinterest designs gives you 30 different Pinterest pins. It's all about creating different visuals, but you don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. You get to reuse the same content and the same headlines and the same templates just across the board. So because I'm a visual learner, I thought this visual would kind of explain how this all works. And so let me walk you through step by step. The first step is to choose your best performing content, whether you're on TikTok or your blog or Instagram. You want to choose some of your best performing content to start with and learn how to implement this process. So you can identify which blog posts or articles that you've written on your website by heading to your Google Analytics and looking at your analytics and sorting by the one that gets the most traffic. Or you can go to TikTok and see which videos are trending now, or you can do the same thing on Instagram. This screenshot is from my TikTok, so I would grab my top 3 trending videos to start with. Now you can use any content for this strategy. I just figured this would be the best way to implement. So go find your best 3 pieces of content and let's get ready to create your 30 pins. I do want to mention though, you can also choose your best performing content based on other things like what content brings in the most sales, what content gets me the most email subscribers. I use a platform called ConvertKit and it tells me which blog post is sending the most subscribers into my email list. So I might want to go to those blog posts and prioritize those. Even though the traffic might not be the highest, they actually help me grow my email list, which is one of my goals. So you may want to look for content based on those kinds of statistics instead. So now the next step is to choose 2 headlines for your pin creations that you're about to make, and you're going to identify words and ideas that have the best opportunity to resonate with your target audience. So if they're going to go into Pinterest and search knitting ideas, you might want to use those words if it directly relates to your content. In this example, I'm using, knitting patterns. So for instance, let's say you created a blog post about the best 5 autumn sweater knitting patterns for knitters who love cotton yarn. Some of your audience may be triggered to save and click the pin for multiple reasons. They like to knit, they like cotton yarn, they're currently looking for patterns so that they can make sweaters. There's many different things that are going to get them to click, but you have to identify which words people are searching for that should be put in your headlines. So once you identify what some of those words are and what some of those phrases are that are going to trigger an actual click from someone, start brainstorming different headline ideas. So based on this example of knitting sweaters, I've got one headline of 5 autumn sweater knitting patterns for knitters who love cotton yarn. And the second headline, which is a little more simple, that might just attract people who are looking for knitting ideas. So headline number 2, fall patterns for cotton yarn knitters. Perfect. We've got 2 headlines. We're going to move on from these headlines now into 5 different Pinterest pin designs, and then you're going to repeat this process for each of your original 3 blog posts. So your next step is to design 5 templates that you can use over and over again. I typically create all of my pins in Canva. I do this to save time because I like to have unique pins, but I like to use Canva because it's super user friendly. So I'll usually start though with pre-made Pinterest designs that actually come from the Ivory Mix membership. They're high quality and well made, and I just modify them to suit my needs using Ivory Mix stock photos, my brand colors, and my fonts. And it just helps me save time in the creation process, but I also will use these templates over and over again in the future with new blog posts and new headlines. So once you have your 3 blog posts and 2 headlines per each, you're going to open up your Pinterest pin designs and or templates that you've grabbed maybe from Canva or from Ivory Mix, and you're going to create 2 headlines for each of these. So how to knit cotton sweaters for winter, we're going to create and put this headline on each one of these templates. Then you're going to repeat the process for this headline. And you can change out the pictures, you can change the colors, but you're also going to change the text using all of the same templates. Once you've gone through that process, you should have 3 sets of Pinterest pins, including 2 different headlines, and it'll look sort of like this. Of course, in this visual, I've just reused the same images over and over again, but for you, you'll have different images, you'll have inserted different text, and it'll be multiple different sets that you've created using just 3 pieces of content, 5 different templates, and 2 different headlines for each of those pieces of content. Once you're done creating your Pinterest pins, you're ready to publish those babies right to Pinterest. You can share your new pins straight to Pinterest manually every single day, or you can use Pinterest scheduling tool where you can schedule up to 2 weeks of Pinterest pins. All you have to do is click on the publish at a later date right below the Pinterest description and choose the date and do that for the next 2 weeks, and then come back in 2 weeks and use the other couple of sets of Pinterest pins that you've created. One of the things that we specialize in and at Ivory Mix is creating stunning images specifically for your content creation. We leave space for your text within your design, or we create Canva templates using our unique and exclusive stock photos as well. And you can get 500 free templates and stock images in the link below this video. So there you have it, a simple step-by-step process for how to create lots of Pinterest pins with very little content. So if you don't have a lot of content right now, you don't have to worry about that disabling you from being able to post on Pinterest. You can create multiple unique, fresh-looking Pinterest pin designs with just a few blog posts or videos that you may have right now. You're ready to move on to the next step, and I've put together this free resource for you, and you can grab it right below this video.